Hello everyone, this is my introduction video for Onshape setup to build this the way it needs to be for classwork being shared properly and us to collaborate together and do things how I need to make this happen in a fun and interesting, great learning experience kind of way. So create document up here when you're looking at the main, what I call dashboard of Onshape as soon as you're signed in. This button will always get you back to this place. And I have an advanced CAD folder or document, I should call it, because that is what it's called, that I've created for that class. And I'm going to have you all create one document for the entirety of what you do for me. Everything can go inside one location like this, and you're going to call it your name, period, and then whatever you're in, and then whatever class you've got, like engineering one, create, and then if you are comfortable in Google Slides, like most of you should be at this point, this is going to be like a slide document where your slides are going to be called now Part Studios across the bottom of the screen, so you can shuffle through and have everything in one particular location. So I'm just going to create a series of these so you can see create Part Studio. Every time you're designing something new, you're going to add these document, or inside the document, you're going to build Part Studios with parts that you design in here. So it's very important at that point to understand, on top of this, for organizational purposes, you have to right click and rename and make sure you stay organized. So the first project for us will be the Empire State Building. So I'll just put in Empire State. You don't need to make it anything more than clarification for yourself to know exactly what project or component you've got going on in whatever space you're working with, so you're not hunting all the time. Anyway, the other thing that you need to have certain is that your account settings, if you go into where your name is up here, your account settings have to be set up the right way. For your preferences, you have your unit standards. It defaults, this is a company based out of Ohio, actually, so it defaults to American Standard, but all machines that we use are going to prefer you seeing metric, and millimeters is the easiest way to design in software like this when you're dealing with 3D print work like what we're going to design. And you have to make sure that you hit the save changes. I didn't actually change anything, so but all this other stuff is fine. It's just dealing with inches and fractions is not easy for anybody. And if you were going to build this anywhere in the world, they wouldn't understand your measurements. You'd have to convert them or trust them to do it right and all that other stuff. So working in the international system is in engineering life and science life, because of global collaboration, you want to use a global standard and not just, what we think in the United States. So get used to metric. Anyway, again, you click the Onshape word up here, and that gets you back to where your work is going to be. And you're going to also, just like in Google Slides, share this up here. I now have a specific account for the school, and you can see that anybody that I'm tied to is already popping up in this program. If you just type in my name or my email, so that, if you type that in and then click share, I will be able to edit and work with you all. So I just shared this with me. It didn't work because why would that? Anyway, I want you all to share this just like a Google slideshow with me. That way I can, what's going to happen is when I look at my dashboard at that point, I'm going to be able to see your work because it's shared with me and that it's owned by you. And when you work on things, and I can support you in any way necessary just by sitting on a computer and doing this really anywhere on the planet I can. So that's the fundamental setup for the program. We'll end up doing, I haven't decided specifically, but we'll end up doing a Revolve project. And then we'll do things with patterns. on and so forth. This right click and rename thing I'm showing you again because it's something you specifically do need to understand. These can also, as you're working on stuff, you can drag and slide and reorganize these to push things to the left, which makes it easier to see as these extend. You'll have a left-right arrow set where you can scroll through and see what your project parts are within this document. But this is the way that I can, guide you all to making this collaborated and simple, even though it's a little bit sophisticated. By a little bit, I mean a lot sophisticated. This will get you going in a really solid direction for building on from here. Thank you for watching.